The Batarians. Angry, untrusting, always looking to profit in some way, and kinda annoyed at humans. But to be fair, on that last point, can you blame them after this? I'm Ash from Mass Effect Odyssey, and today I'll be taking a brief look into the Batarians. The Batarians, much like humans and the Asari, are an anthropoidal race. Their most prominent feature, and a rare feature at that, is the fact that they have 4 eyes. Although it must be hell to find glasses if your eyesight isn't that great and a Batarian. Batarians managed to develop FTL travel shortly after discovering spaceflight, and it is a point of pride with them that as the ruins they found on a moon called Bira that allowed them to achieve FTL capabilities were actually damaged, meaning the Batarians had a lot less information to go on, meaning, in their opinions, they had to work a lot harder to achieve their goal of exploring space with FTL capabilities. The Batarians were accepted into the galactic community with open arms, but due to their, shall we say, aggressive tendencies, they caused a great deal of problems over the years. Things came to a head though when humans began to colonise the Skyllian Verge, an area of space where the Batarians themselves had already been settling for quite some time. To say the Batarians didn't like this was an understatement, so much so that they requested that the Citadel Council step in to declare the Skyllian Verge an area of Batarian interest. Essentially a space version of Finders Keepers. But with the council refusing to get involved, the Batarians decided enough was enough, closed their embassy on the Citadel and cut ties, effectively making themselves a rogue state. The Batarians place high value on social caste, and have an extremely strong belief that races with fewer than 4 eyes are quite simply less intelligent than them, and even gain the upper hand when in arguments purely because people don't know which set of eyes to look at. Slavery and drugs are also a big part of Batarian culture, going so far as to make drug addicts who can no longer afford to feed their habit their slaves. Colonists of other worlds should also be wary of rogue Batarian slave rings, as these rings are known for implanting control chips into the skulls of the colonists they capture. There isn't really a huge amount known about the Batarians' religious beliefs, other than they do believe in an afterlife, and that after death, the soul of a Batarian leaves the body through their eyes. Another example that having 4 eyes not only has social significance to the Batarians, but religious significance too. When Mass Effect was still in development, the Batarians were actually penciled in to be the main enemy in the first game, not the Geth, and were also described at the time as going to be small, bat-like people. This is sort of backed up by Mass Effect's associate art director Matt Rhodes, who said in an interview with Game Informer back in 2011, he, meaning the Batarians, originally had these big fins sticking out of his head. But we knew they had to wear human armour and have human helmets, so we basically had to squeeze him into man shape, stuck a helmet on him, and then Batarian. There you go. The Batarians' well-known dislike of the human race can be traced back to one thing, a rivalry in expansion of galactic territories. As the Batarians were trying to expand their reach throughout space, so too were the humans. The incident with the Skyllian Verge was just one example of humans settling on planets thought to be already settled by the Batarians, culminating in a military offensive aimed at destroying the colony of Elysium and driving out the humans that lived there. The Batarians lost and have borne a strong grudge against humanity ever since. That's all for now. Thank you to Lewis Pitts for the suggestion for the video. If you like these kind of videos and want to see more, be sure to let us know in the comments below, and let us know what bits of Mass Effect lore you want to see next time. As always, you can subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all things Mass Effect, and you can help the channel to grow by sharing the video too. Thanks for watching, we'll see you again very, very soon.